Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T-44. It's a Tier 8 Soviet medium tank, and it's located on the west spawn of Paris under the command of Ramakus. Now, what can I say about T-44? Well, it was a replacement for the T-43. They built 570 of them, and as you know, the T-43 was the replacement for the T-34-85. It's a flanking medium. Its idea is to actually distract the enemy, get around the sides and shoot from the sides. Back it started. It's got a very low profile, a bit like the T-54 and other tanks, so it's difficult to see, but its gun really has got very poor penetration. And he's gone into a position so he can shoot at the enemy across the centre of the map. He's using the 122mm gun, which has got fairly slow reload, but it's got great alpha, 390 alpha, penetration of 175mm. Now, unfortunately, the gun values for the rest of this tank are not that great, so this vehicle can carry an 85mm and a 100mm gun as well. The 122 is the Tier 8 value gun. On the whole, the T-44 is okay, but it's not great. It's a good flanking medium, has some good abilities for speed and the like, but it's not that great. It is vulnerable to being ammo racked. Okay, he's got a target. Hawk 12 comes up and puts one round into him. 364, it's a low roll. Of course, the long reload means he has to pull back below to actually reload, and he did take one round, but there you go, gets another one into the Hawk, but he's not dead. He does do some ram damage, but it actually hurt himself as well. Lost his loader, but he has killed the Hawk. It wasn't him who got the kill, but he's going to go back up onto those heights, and I think he's going to shoot at the IS-2, or is he? He might be thinking about it. Oh, he's found a Strid S1, but he's around the other side. He's actually in the field area. So he's now going into the enemy cap area. This is a very bold move. I think he might be trying to find an enemy Arty or any AFK tanks. No, but he was spotted. Somebody saw him, and he's locked onto an OD, fires around him. Unfortunately, he doesn't penetrate. He didn't really give any thought to aiming it specifically. But he's creeping forward. Oh, that long reload. Lost the driver again. He lost the loader the last time. Gets around into the 1357, but he's now taking rounds from that 57mm gun. And of course they are penetrating. He still hasn't put his loader back in, no, driver back in. Oh, and now he's ammo racked again. Oh, and the Spit comes up behind him and gets rammed. He rammed him. Now he's low on hit points now. He's going to have to retreat because he's not going to be able to do much if he loses his life to a snipe from somebody else. But he's got his ammo rack back in. Just needs to get his driver back in now. And he's put his driver back in, and he was spotted. Somebody saw him. Now, apparently there's a Jagdpanther 2 somewhere in the vicinity. There he is. Oh, and he missed his shot. Okay, now we've got a shot on him. One in, 383. It's a low roll, but it still counts. And he's having to pull back because he doesn't want that Jagdpanther to move forward and fire around him. But he's almost reloaded. Now, the Jagdpanther will be waiting around the corner. We've got that Oni over the other side. Can we see the Oni? Oh, we've got him on the side. Yep, nice shot. That went through. Oh, here's that 1357 again. And, oh, tries to ram kill him, and he works. He ram kills him, but he's now tracked. And he can't use the repair kit, but he fires around into the Jagdpanther 2. Takes him out of the game. That big alpha damage really helped him there. He got a high roll on the Jagdpanther 2, 397. And thankfully that saved him. He ram killed the 1357 because he was low on hit points. Now, can he use those? Oh, he doesn't need to use those as cover. Can he see the Oni? fact, there's an OHO over there. I'm not sure. The Oni, I think, is... No, the Oni is out the game. In fact, there wasn't an Oni. It was only an OHO. I was misreading it. Okay, we're loaded. Nope, that's one of ours. There's the OHO. And he's the other side of that IS-3. We fire around in. This time we get a hit. Nice high, nice hit for 345. And because we've got 3 kills, we platoon with an FP3805. He's also got 3 kills. Potential brothers in arms. Now that OHO is about 300, more than 300 meters away. I wonder if he's going to try and do a long-range snipe on him. Oh, we can't see him here. He's going to have to move closer. He's only got 55 hit points left after that tussle with the AMX 1357. Oh, can't get a shot in there. Oh, and the OHO's looking this way. Fires around in, goes through the turret. 72 hit points. You can see that this is a flanking tank. And that's the game. It's all over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first-class tanker for Ramakus in the T-44. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who did damage to him in the battle. That would be both the Jagdpanther and the, or maybe the Hawk and the 1357. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. A Spartan for ending the battle, having survived a ricochet when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. Brothers in Arms for getting at least 3 kills and being in platoon with somebody else who got 3 kills. And a Steel Wall for getting at least 11 hits, a potential damage of at least 1,000 hit points, and ending up surviving the battle, having received the highest block damage. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see here that he did actually have the highest amount of damage in the game. 3,175 hit points. No high caliber, not on this one, because obviously must have been less than 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. So the next highest scorer was the T-30 on his team with 2,331, and the OHO was the highest score on the enemy team, 2,164. When it came to kills, he got the highest number. He got 4. The FV3805 managed to get 3 kills, and then there's a whole bunch of tanks with 2. And when it came to base XP, he's got a clean sweep. He got the highest amount there, 1,144. The next highest score was the GW Panther, 749, and the T-34-100 managed 725 base experience points. If we look at the detail report, we can see he fired only 11 shots during that game. The 122mm gun really takes quite a long time to load. He got 10 direct hits, so he was accurate. Only 8 penetrations though. Did damage of 3,175 hit points, of which 665 were up more than 300 meters. Those were the shots he took on the OHO from distance. He received 17 hits from the enemies. 7 of them were penetrations, 10 non-penetrations. I think most of the time those shots were hitting him in the tracks. And of course, he did get tracked by the Hawk 12 and the AMX 1357. He did receive 1 hit as a result of splash damage as well. He blocked damage of 760 hit points. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 306 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 52,796 credits, got 7,919 credits for personal missions payout, and he, after repair, ammunition resupply, and consumables, and remember he did use some premium rounds during that game, he actually ended up with only 12,672 credits. He received 1,716 XP, got 858 for a personal reserve, and 1,973 for personal missions payout, so he actually ended up with 4,547 experience points altogether. He says, lucky, I guess so. Well, yeah, I think you were really, because that AMX 1357 should have wiped you out. And he really did fluff it up by getting too close to you and allowing you to ram kill him. And also that once the 1357 had been ram killed, you were disabled because your own tracks were mucked up. and the Jagdpanther just drove up to you intending to kill you, but because you were still loaded, you were able to put a round into him. I think he was very unlucky that he didn't fire or stop and fire when he did. If he'd actually done that, I think you would have been out of the game. But by actually keeping your cool, turning your gun and just hitting that Jagdpanther too, and wiping him out with that high alpha damage of your 122mm, I think that saved you. So yes, you were lucky, and of course you did survive one round when you had less than 10% of your hit points left, with only 55 hit points left at the end of that game. That's very, very low indeed. And that Oho was pointing his gun at you at that moment when you killed him, and I was expecting him to derp you any second. He must have been still in reload, and that's why he didn't shoot. But that was very fortunate as well, and it was a good shot at long range. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.